All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, quick little update here. I know I just posted the video with Clint Kubiak, and the playoffs are going to be getting underway here in just a second. But with that said, Ian Rappaport from the NFL Network is reporting that the Jets are putting in a request to interview Bills QB coach Joe Brady for their vacant OC position. Now, what's really interesting, at the end of the tweet, Rappaport said that there's a chance Brady can deny it because he loves the Buffalo Bills. Also, Ken Dorsey's getting head coaching looks. I believe Dorsey interviewed with the Carolina Panthers. So if that's the case, maybe Joe Brady gets elevated up, to Buffalo's OC if that happens. But you look at Brady, at one point in time, he was considered like the next Sean McVay of football. He's young, he connects with players, he's extremely innovative. He was the main conductor behind the LSU National Championship offense, Joe Burrow's Heisman season, essentially vaulting him up to being the number one overall pick. He spent time with Sean Payton and the Saints staff. He's been the OC of the Carolina Panthers, completely running the show. And of course, now the Buffalo Bills QB coach. In fact, he actually interviewed to be the head coach of the Jets just a couple of seasons ago. And you look at how young of a guy he is. Obviously, he has a pretty solid resume for being that young. It's not like he's, been around the NFL for 40 years and he's finally getting an opportunity. He really bursted out onto the scene. The thing with Joe Brady, I like the upside. I really do. I love the creativity. But one of my issues with Joe Brady is just the inexperience level. I know we said he had a good resume, but you listen to a guy in Teddy Bridgewater who, well, first and foremost, Joe Brady ends up getting fired year 2 of the Carolina Panthers midway through the season. Yeah, you can maybe make an argument he was a scapegoat, but the Panthers offense just was not rolling. And Carolina has some solid offensive pieces, and they did also at the time as well. They just weren't getting it done. So they fired Joe Brady. Teddy Bridgewater, this is a guy who you never hear about this guy off the field, never throws anybody under the bus. He's always like a great teammate. Guys love Teddy. He goes out and just rips Joe Brady. And it was just totally just, I just was not expecting to hear that from Teddy Bridgewater of all people. So, it leads me to believe that Teddy knows something. And basically what he said was that as an organization, Carolina kind of has to grow up a little bit. Like the way the offense practiced under Brady was just completely different from anything that Teddy's been around. Like they didn't practice 2-minute drill. They didn't practice doing red zone stuff. It was just super you could tell a young coach was running the show, and they would basically just do walkthroughs on red zone stuff on Saturday, like the day before the game. There was some more stuff too, like guys reps were limited throughout it was just totally weird. And then of course, you stack that on top of the firing. It's interesting. I don't know if the Jets are in a position to say, okay, because again, we've talked a lot about this too on the channel. Saleh isn't the McVay. He's not the Sean Payton. He's not the Andy Reid. He has no input offensively. So the offensive coordinator with the Jets is going to have to do so many different things. Call plays, install the offense, develop players, figure out the quarterback position, all these different things, right? Even fix the offensive line too, because as we're looking right now, there's a lot of free agents. It's going to be shaken up. This Jets offensive line could look completely different next season. But, are the Jets ready to hand over the keys to the offensive kingdom here to Joe Brady and just say, hey, we need you to do everything? Is Joe Brady up to the challenge? Maybe. Right, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but it's interesting nonetheless. Now, I will say this. If Joe Brady just declines the request, it is what it is, right? We've seen it from Callahan, the Browns offensive line coach. We've seen that now from Darrell Bevell. It's not unheard. We've seen people just say no to the Jets because of the situation, maybe because of the quarterback position. And maybe because of the responsibilities as well. I have to do everything. I have to fill out the staff and do this laundry list of, I got all this on my plate that I have to be accountable for. Essentially, the team's success falls on the new OC's shoulders is kind of how I'm looking at it here. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Enjoy the playoffs. And as always, go Jets.